All right, you've made it through, people. Episode 608. That was a heck of an episode. Awesome, Charlie. If I didn't say so already. I was caught in the mood there at the end of the episode. So now it's 609. God, all these numbers sound like something. Find music 609 at your local store, you know. And so I'm going to cover that safest of decades, the 70s. Oh, joy, the 70s. I've got three very different musical acts to cover. So I will take out the torture device to provide gentle torture. There it is. And the first of them, you've probably heard of them. Way down in the S's, we got Stamford Bridge. Oh, have you heard of Stamford Bridge?
Never heard.
Well, much to my surprise, their first single, Roly Poly, came up in my algorithm, which I will not be playing, just in case it was a minor hit. They're from England, and to tell you the truth, they sound a hell of a lot like Badfinger. Okay, I mean a lot. So to prove my point, I think I'll play Face in the Crowd. That's the name of a movie once. Yeah. Here we go. Put on the sound share.
We live in a world that no one understands. We need a helping hand if we're gonna come through. There's so much to learn from every past mistake, but no one wants to break into something new. A face in the crowd is shouting aloud to people with ears, but nobody hears.
Not like Badfinger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a pleasant surprise to discover this group. I mean, the single Roly Poly is meant to be a novelty song. And I don't think you could release it today because it would be considered offensive. But their second album came out in 71, The First Day of Your Life. It might be even better. And I think there was a single off of that one. It was called World of Fantasy, which probably stiffed horribly because it's actually the worst song on the album. Yeah. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Okay. Moving on. Also from 1970, and a few years after that, is a jazz horn player named Jimmy Owens. Maybe you've heard of him, Fred. Jimmy Owens. I got turned on to him from his 76 album, but his 70 album is even better. No escaping it. So I think I'll play some from that album.
I love the title.
Wise. What?
I love the title.
Oh, no escaping it. Yeah. Okay, we'll play the title cut. Yeah. You talked me into it. Let's try it. Well, that minute went by a little faster than the last one. Yeah, so they're a quartet in this album, and it's really a lot of energy. It's really awesome.
My puppy loves jazz, so he was listening to it right now.
And digging it. All right, cool.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
digging
Humans and dogs love it too.
it. Yep.
All right, I'll mention that there's a third album called Heading Home, and I don't seem to download differently. It doesn't have the track numbers, so it's probably not the right order, but whatever. Who cares? It's still good jazz. Okay. And finally, saving the strangest for last, from 1971, down on the S's again, SEMOOL.
SEMOOL.
SEMOOL, they're from France.
SEMOOL Papa. I don't know how they say it, but
And the album's called Essays, I think. Essays. So this would be, I don't know, SI. Doesn't matter. What matters is what does it sound like? So I think we'll play a fun little game with my avant-garde friend, Charlie Zero. Pick a
you want
number
me to
1 to
pick
10, sir. Let's try that track.
7.
Or left. 6, you say?
7.
7, you say? Okay, 7 it is. See what that sounds like. 3 minutes of what? I might have to move up on this because it is very much avant-garde, bordering on white noise. You ever heard of a band called White Noise? Along those lines. Very atmospheric. Turn out the lights, put on the record. The fair sampling. Good choice, Charlie. So that's just, I just really dug this. It just grew on me like a fungus. So that's fine music for today. Remember, we've got 609 videos on YouTube, and we're also a group on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, I got that right. Fine music on Facebook. We share our finds, you share your finds. And then you get to see this little artwork on the heading that I created. Some say it looks like an album cover. And I've only had the music to go with it. Have to work on that later on. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's sign off. See you next week.